During the fight between Wanda, and then it was in Avengers Endgame. If you look close to above her eyebrow, we can see that she had a big cut on her forehead. So when did she get this scar at the end of Infinity War while fighting with their noses army? She got this scar on her head from proximal midnight, but what amazes me the most is that Endgame was a year after Infinity War, and they still paid attention to that small detail. Have you ever thought that how Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man can shoot the webs throughout his suit? So in the extended cut of Spider-Man No Way Home, when all the Spider-Mans were talking about how the webs comes out, Andrew's Spider-Man says that I want to see the holes.
It's so cool, man. Like, I want to see the holes.
So in the first Spider-Man movie, when Tobey's Spider-Man saves Mary Jane, if you pay attention, then we can see a nozzle in his wrist, which is directly connected through his web holes, and that's how he shoots webs through his suit foreign. When Peter Parker was making a new Spider-Man suit for himself using Tony's technology in Far From Home, if you pay attention, then we can see that he didn't add the web fluid storage slots that he had in his old suit, which Tony made for him in Homecoming. And that's why in the final fight, Spider-Man runs out of his web fluids while fighting with the drones.
Oh, great. No webs.
So I think he just forgot to add the slots in his suit, which again proves that Tony always takes care of all the possibilities.
In Avengers Infinity War, when Iron Man drops a part of the ship on Thanos, then Thanos breaks that ship into small pieces and convert them into thousands of bats. But if you look closely, then we can see that he used Power Stone to break that ship and Reality Stone to convert them into the bats by creating fake reality.
You know me? I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
In Captain America Civil War, when Ant-Man becomes small and goes inside Tony's suit through the tiny holes, the suit gets damaged for some time. And that's why Tony makes his new nanotech suit airtight. In this suit, Tony adds a new technology that allows nanoparticles to vibrate at a fixed frequency. Tony has made this suit so airtight that vision cannot pass through this suit, because Tony always learns from his mistakes. In Loki Episode 5, when Loki gets incapacitated using a time stick and sent to the void, he meets his different Loki variants from different universes who are also incapacitated, and when all the Loki were going inside a secret bunker, we can clearly see the hammer of Thor, but notice we can also see Thuro Frogberry, and just below his hand were imprisoned in a glass jar, and his name as Drud.
In the Adventures, Tony Stark believes that even after all of the Avengers fought together, they were still unable to defeat that shit. Henry Troop saved the citizens and keep the devastation under control when he realized this wasn't enough. He formed his own army, the Iron Legion, in Iron Man 3. The Iron Legion could only be controlled and led by Tony and Jarvis. When the Council of Kang calls all the Kang variants in the post-credits scene of Ant-Man Quantumania,
how many did you call? All of us.
If you pay attention to the technology that all the kings were using to teleport his time platform, and when Mordo was introducing all the Illuminati members on Earth 838 in the Multiverse of Madness, Red Richards used the same time platform technology to teleport, and in the comics, the time platform was a time machine created by Dr. Doom. In Avengers Infinity War, after a while, when Thanos snaps, everyone turns into dust, except Peter still hadn't turned into dust. Due to his Spidey sense, he already knew with the help of his Spidey sense that something was wrong with him, and his extreme healing abilities gets activated and starts to healing him, and that's why it takes Peter longer than others to turn into dust.
I just feel you.
So after Thor and Loki goes to Earth, in order to find Odin, when Doctor Strange opens the portal and Loki falls through that portal, we see that Thor finds a card with the address of New York Sanctum written in it. But how did that card appear there out of nowhere? So notice, when Strange opens the portal, he actually throws the card from the other side. The portal, and we can clearly see it coming out of the portal. It's very hard to spot details like this while watching the movie at normal speed laughs.
Hey, man.
In Avengers Age of Ultron, when Wanda casts the spell on Hulk, then he gets out of the control, and to control him, Iron Man calls Hulkbuster. But when Hulk spits in the scene, if you pay attention, then we can see, actually he spits his broken tooth out of his mouth, which was broken by Hulkbuster in the scene. Where Iron Man hits him like a hammer drill, Canada Wakanda.
Wakanda, Wakanda.